Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing another tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this honeybee. And I'm making this honeybee into a little hair clip for my daughter who loves honeybees, and I thought it would be a great thing for Valentine's Day because, you know, the whole be mine thing. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the things you will need for this project is yellow and black and white yarn. I'm using just whatever I have on hand. This is Red Heart Soft, and then I have just some regular white Red Heart, and then I have some 3/8 of an inch grosgrain ribbon, and then I have my clips, which I get from the beauty supply store. You can usually get about 100 for $4, which I think is a pretty good deal. And I'm using a 4mm hook, but of course if you want a bigger bee then you can use a bigger hook, and if you want a smaller bee then you can use a smaller hook. I also have some googly eyes, which I use for the bee's eye, but you can use paint or yarn or whatever you want to do for the eyes. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So I am going to do a magic circle. And I'm going to put 6 single crochets into the center of that circle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now I'm going to pull it together. Alright. So here is the center of my circle. And now I'm going to do 2 single crochets into each stitch around. Oh, I hate the first one always seems to be the hardest. Okay, and so then once you get to the end, so once you've done one whole circle, then you're just going to go back into the first one and do a slip stitch. So that is the bee's head. And then we are going to do 1 single crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you are going to fasten off. And then I'm going to bring in my black. And the way you attach your black is put your hook through, grab the yarn, bring it back. Usually keep that tail a little long. And then I work into chain 1. And then I'm going to turn. And as you're going along, you're gonna retighten these strings. But it's okay, because once you're done and you go to fix up all your ends and stuff like that, then it will all tighten up again. So we are going to do 2 in each of the 4 stitches. And then turn your work again, and then do 1 single crochet into each one. Okay, and then again I'm going to fasten off. And then I'm going to attach the yellow again. So I'm going to go into that space again, pull my yellow through. As you're working this bee, it kind of gets a little crazy because all the strands are flying everywhere, but you just gotta be careful and make sure you are crocheting with the correct string. So yeah. So again, I chained 1, turn my work again, and then I'm going to do 2 in the first stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 2 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 2 in the next stitch, and then the last 2 stitches will be 1 in each stitch. And then turn our work, and then do 1 in each stitch again. and then you will fasten off again. Okay, here it is so far. So now we're going to go back into that first stitch, and then we're going to attach black again. And then chain 1. Turn our work and do 1 single crochet in each. Oops. Chain 1, flip your work, and now we are going to start reducing. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to go into 1, pull a loop. So yeah, so you go in through the loop, or the just stitch, take yarn over and then pull through a loop, and then you go through the next stitch, pull the yarn again when you have 3 strands on your work, and then you yarn over again and you pull through all 3. So single crochet in the next, and then again we're going to do another crochet 2 together, and then single crochet into the next, and then again, and then end off with 1 single crochet, and then fasten off. And then go ahead and attach your yellow again. Chain 1, turn, now we're going to do 1 single crochet into each, this soft yarn can be such a pain in the butt to work with sometimes. I mean, who's getting mad? I'm not getting mad. I'm just making a point, because it's just, the strands are just so soft and it just can come apart, and it's just, anyways. Okay, so now we're turning our work, we're chaining 1, and then we're going to crochet 2 together right across. Breathe. chain again, turn your work again, and then we're going to again crochet 2 together, turn your work again, and then there should be last 2 stitches, and then crochet those 2 together as well. And then you're going to fasten off. And then, because it's a bee, I'm going to take the yarn and tie a knot, kind of like tie it around that like knot at the end. Okay, so I'm making the knot, and then, so I just want to make the knot as close as possible, and then just, and then there's a little stinger. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, so this bee is a tubby bee, but I mean, you can't fault a bee for liking honey too much. Okay, so now we're going to work on the wings, and the wings is actually pretty ingenious. If you've made a heart, then that's what the wings are. Very, very easy. So I'm just going to use some white. Okay, so now I'm going to do a magic ring. And if I didn't mention before that I do have a tutorial on how to do a magic ring, so I can leave that in the comments below if you want. And what you are going to do is, this is the easiest heart ever. I've seen a few hearts and I'm just like, okay, some things are just way too overcomplicated, but this is easy. So, and it's a really good way to learn all your stitches. Yeah. Okay, so now I have my circle, so I'm going to do everything in this circle, and then I'm going to cinch it together, and then boom, it's a heart. It's amazing. So, we're going to do 3 double crochets first. So double crochet is yarn over, through the loop, yarn over, back through the loop, yarn over, through 2 loops, and through the last 2 loops. Okay, so now we've done 3. Now we're going to do a half double crochet, and half crochet is yarn over, through the loop, yarn over, back through the loop, yarn over, and then through all 3 of the loops. Now we're going to do single crochet, which is the easiest, and that's the one that we did with the bee. And then we're going to do another double crochet. So we did 2 single crochets there, and 1 double crochet, and then 2 single crochets again. So basically now we're working our way up the other side of the heart, because we're gonna do the same thing we just did but backwards. And then again a half double crochet, and then 3 double crochets, okay. Pull that nice and long so we don't lose it. So now I'm going to kind of like move the stitches so that I can get a hold of it. Ah! Okay. So I usually like to pull the string so I can see which one moves. And then I will cinch it up, pull that, put my hook back on there, if you can see. Oh my goodness, that is so freaking adorable. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go into the center and do a slip stitch and then fasten off. So just to make sure that these are like, you know, there is definition. You know, I want to pull the string down so you can tell that it's a heart. Okay, so there's the wings. So basically when you're done putting all the strings away on your bee, you're just going to glue it on the back, and then you can see two little wing. Adorable. So now you can get your darning needle and sew in all your ends. And I'm sure you don't want to watch me do all this, because the good thing about this, because I'm turning it into a hair clip, which you can also turn into a headband, or you can make it as an applique and sew it on a shirt. But you can kind of like hide your ends too if you want to. You know, you could just glue them, you know, down in the back if you want to. Especially if they're doing an applique and you're going to be sewing around the edges, so there's no way that, you know, no one's going to see the back. You could do that too if you want to. But I'll be back when all these edges are nice and clean. Okay, so I'm going to get a little googly eye, and I'm going to put too much glue. Put that on there, and don't do what I did and put too much glue, because now it looks like garbage. And good job. Okay, and then I'm going to take my heart, and I'm just going to glue it on the top. Just put a little glue under there. So you can put antlers if you want to. I did on this one. I don't really think they look that great, but maybe some embroidery floss or something like that would be cuter and neater. Okay, so here is our finished bee, and now I'm going to show you how I line this regular hair clip. So I like to line it with some 3/8 of an inch grosgrain ribbon. And grosgrain ribbon is the kind that has the lines, and so it's a little bit bumpy. And when you line your clips with the grosgrain ribbon, it will, because there's nothing to like really secure it in the hair, this will help secure it better. And because it's just ribbon, it's not going to rip your little girl's hair out, which can happen when you use alligator clips or other types that have like the little teeth. So the first thing you do is you cut a 4-inch piece, and then I'm going to use my hot glue, which is heating up beside me. So this is the easiest way that I have found to do this. So I open up the clip and I put some glue on the inside, and this is the top of it, and then I lay it down inside, adjusting it to make it nice. And then, you know, it's all going to ooze out the top there. And then fold it up, and so there should be enough glue that it will secure the top. And then I'm just going to fold it back, put some glue on the top and on the bottom, and then just finish it off. You can, if you want to, glue it on the inside if you want to, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, it's still going to work. So yeah, you can if you want to. So once you're finished that, then you're just going to take your little bee, put a strip of glue, and then there you go. A little honeybee clip that your little girl can wear for Valentine's Day, or if she just loves honeybees like my daughter does. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. For the written instructions for this bee pattern, I'm going to have it at my blog, so you can find the link to my blog down below, as well as my other social media stuff. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!